Go ahead and call the main council meeting order. Roll call. Pearson? Here. Groupsack? Here. Smansky? Here. Webb? Here. Schultz? Here. Wenzel? Here. Hamilton? Here. Boone? Here. Okay, first on the agenda is approval of the last two common council minutes.
So move. Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the two council minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is approval of the treasurer's report.
So move. Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the treasurer's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is citizens forum. Got a couple of people here in the audience.
I just want to, when we get to the public safety, I just would like to ask a couple questions at that time.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Jeremy Stickler. I'm the recently appointed, as of January, airport manager over on the other side of the river. Not here asking you guys for anything. I'm not here bearing bad news. I just wanted to start establishing a relationship with the councils and boards and various people that have a oversight of the airport. And if there happens to be any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you guys if you're interested in bouncing any questions off of me since I'm here rather than bouncing them off of Brad.
Picking on me, is that what you're doing?
Picking on Brad. Okay. What I intend to do, like, now that I'm settling in a little bit, and you guys probably know, Port Edwards, you guys, and Grand Rapids all have your meetings on the same night of the month, second Tuesday of the month. So I'm probably going to start making as much as I can a rotation to those meetings. So certainly, if there are airport-related items on your agenda, I'll be here. Just let me know or Brad know how I can help you guys, or be there if I need to be.
Yeah. Brad keeps us pretty up to date on things that are going on. I mean,
Okay, good.
have the reports and.
Well, great, yeah. If there's anything more you guys need from me, by all means, ask of me directly or Brad. I'm more than happy to do whatever I can to help you guys out.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, committee reports. First is Ways and Means.
Ways and Means has one meeting to report on. I move to accept the minutes as printed.
There's a motion and a second to approve the Ways and Means minutes as printed. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, the Ways and Means Committee meeting was held on Tuesday, May 10th, 2016 at 6:15 p.m. in the council chambers at City Hall. Members present were Emmett Peterson, Garrett Kuhn, Secretary, August Woyak, Robert Schultz. Also in attendance were Mayor Al Marco, Robert Wenzel, Larry Krupsack, Bridget Cheriton, Rick Schmidt, Dave Smith, and Brad Hamilton. Item number 1, we audited all the bills. Number 2, we recommended $300 fee for Iron Chef event at the community center. Item number 3, we recommended beverage operators licenses for Benjamin Zeman and David Jacoby for Jacoby Team Championships. Item 4, we recommended application for a temporary Class B retailer's license to Brandon Jacoby for June 3 through the 5th, 2016. Item number 5, we recommend paying Nekoosa Airport Commissioner $55 per meeting. Item number 6, we recommend a $500 donation to the Teen Fireworks Committee. Item number 7, library report was given. Any questions?
I'd like to hold out for separate action item 5, please.
Okay. Move for adoption items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 of the Ways and Means report. Roll call. Wenzel?
Yes.
Krupsack?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Kuhn?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Smansky?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yeah.
Also move to adopt item number 5.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to adopt item number 5 of the Ways and Means report.
Mr. Chairman, did you want to say something, Jim? Or did you want to talk? That's the one about the...
With respect to number 6, I had taken, I'm sorry, with respect to number 5, I had taken a review of the Wisconsin statute with respect to compensation and also the city ordinance with respect to compensation for attendance at meetings, and I was of the opinion that it's appropriate for the Ways and Means to make a recommendation that attendance at the airport commission meetings be compensated at the same rate as attendance at any other meeting.
Okay. There's a motion and a second to approve item number 5. Roll call. Szymanski?
Yes.
Wenzel?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Krupsack?
Yes.
Kuhn?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Abstain.
Next is Public Works.
Public Works has one meeting to report on. I move to have the minutes accepted as read.
Second. There's a motion and a second to approve Public Works minutes as read. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, the Public Works meeting was held on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016 at 4 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Larry Krupsack, Terry Szymanski, Garrett Kuhn, and Robert Schultz. Also in attendance were Mayor Al Marco and August Webb. Item 1, we discussed the model ordinance for removal of salvageable non-structural materials from vacated buildings. Item 2, we discussed mutual aid agreements. Item 3, we discussed water and sewer billing and disconnect policy. Any questions? If not, there is no action necessary.
Next is Public Safety.
Public Safety had one meeting, I'm going to read it for the chair. I move to adopt the minutes as presented.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the Public Safety minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
A Public Safety Committee meeting was held on Monday, May 2nd, 2016 at 5 p.m. in Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Terry Szymanski, Chairman, Brad Hamilton, Secretary, Larry Krupsack, and Robert Schultz. Also in attendance were Mayor Al Marco. Al Freeman. There you are. Where did that come from?
That's that whole hybrid.
Yeah, that's a hybrid thing, yeah. Mayor Al Marco, Police Chief Sean Woods, Fire Chief Mike Hart, Assistant Fire Chief Dave Reinschmidt. You guys know I'm not going to hear the end of that. Ambulance Chief Don Hardish, Assistant Ambulance Chief Ken Moody, and members of the public. Item 1, recommend all-inclusive rates for ambulance billing. Item 2, update on Unit 337 still being utilized by Black River Falls. Item 3, recommend hiring Dale Dominic, Benjamin Gruber, Travis Nixdorf, and Douglas Oberter for the ambulance department. Item 4, Engine 4 is going in for repairs on May 26th. Item 5, recommend hiring 2 deputy chiefs for a salary of $300 per month each. Item 6, recommend sending up to 3 to the Fire Chiefs Conference, June 23 to 26, 2016, as per handbook. Item 7, recommend accepting part-time police officer resignations from Ben Ziswillian and Justice Arndt. Item 8, recommend adding a police staffing with part-time officers for June through December 2016. Item 9, recommend adoption of the patrol detective position. Any questions?
I just want to comment on the patrol detective and the need for it, and I got to commend the chief because I think he's doing a great job. And I'm not saying we do or we don't need, this extra position or not, but my biggest beef with it is, and I talked to a lot of people in the community, and I haven't found anybody yet that wants to hire another full-time officer. I'm sure the people are out there. I haven't found them to talk to yet. But my biggest beef with it is, Chief, is that I'm not causing the problem. The old lady that lives next door to me and down the street, she's not causing the problem. You gentlemen here aren't causing the problem. It's why should we have to pay for this because we're not causing it? Why can't, if we really have a need to spend some extra money, I still think there's got to be a way that we can go after either the apartment building owner or the trailer park owner if that's where the drugs are being sold. I really think we have to figure out a way that we can just say, hey, we're making a call here 3 times a week or whatever it is, and you know that. But if there's certain hot spots, I think we've got to figure out a way to make those people pay. And I just don't think that the people in Nekoosa should have to pay more money for the drug problem that's partially being caused by the moron we have for a president, because he keeps releasing these drug dealers out on the street. There's judges that don't give them any penalties, and I just wish there was a better way, if we have to have this, better way to pay for it, rather than the taxpayer. And again, so it's nothing personal, it's just that I just don't think that the people that are not causing the problem should have to pay for it. I don't know if you can increase fines, and I don't even know if the city gets any money out of a drug arrest, or if that all goes to the county, how that's prosecuted. But I just wish the council would give this some serious thought. I know they have, and I know you guys are going to, but as a taxpayer, I just think that that's a lot of money to spend if, I don't know if 99% of the taxpayers in the city are not causing the problem, or the residents. And that's, again, it's nothing against you or your department, because I think you guys are doing a great job. I think you're doing a fantastic job. That's why, I just don't know that this is necessarily needed or not. You would know that better. So, and I guess I just would ask the council to give this some thought.
Well, basically what we did at that meeting was we put on the part-time police staffing to figure out what we need between now and probably October, November. And then after that, that's when we're gonna have to make a decision. One of the things on the decision is, do we want to spend the money for something like that?
I could comment, there's a lot of work to do on what you're talking about. Meanwhile, there's a lot of work to do to combat the problem too. So
Correct.
I think that's we've come up with the best solution.
Right, and I agree with what I
Most
agree with
efficient
the short
solution
term, yeah.
in the short term. So.
Anything else?
Number 9 actually recommends adoption of a patrol detective.
Position.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we approve the position. Doesn't mean we have to fund the position now.
Okay.
Whether we approve, we can approve all the positions we want to, but funding them is going to be part of the deal. That'll be the next thing, or the chief comes back. Sorry, chief. Anything else? Move to adopt items 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Second?
There's a motion, a second, to approve items 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the public safety report. Roll call. Kuhn?
Yes.
Wenzel?
Yes.
Szymanski?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Wyack?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Krupsack?
Yes.
Next is property recreation and human affairs.
Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Property Recreation and Human Affairs has 2 meetings. I'd like the first meeting on April 25th, 2016 to be minutes to be accepted as printed.
Second?
There's a motion, a second, to approve the property recreation and human affairs meeting on April 25th. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
The second meeting on May 3rd, 2016 may need an edit.
Okay.
There'll be some questions as I read the minutes, so I'm not sure. We probably need to make an additional understanding. So the first meeting was, the Property Recreation Human Affairs meeting was held on Monday, April 25th, 2016 at 5:30 in the Nekoosa Council Chambers. Members present were Robert Wenzel, Chairperson, Emmett R. Peterson, Secretary, Terry Szymanski, Garrett Kuhn. Also in attendance were Mayor Al Marco, Robert Schultz, Alan R. Schmidt, Department of Public Works. Number 1, we discussed and conducted visits to potential splash pad sites. No action needed. Second meeting, Property Recreation Human Affairs meeting was held on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016 at 5:45 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council Chambers. Members present were Robert Wenzel, Chairperson, Larry Krupsack, Secretary August Wojak, Garrett Kuhn. Also attendants were Mayor Al Marco. Number 1, we discussed the comprehensive outdoor recreation plan. Number 2, recommend future splash pad location at Bill Culture Recreational Plaza. Number 3, discuss cemetery updates. Number 4, discuss ATV trail through the city. Any questions on?
Yeah, Mayor, I just wanted to briefly discuss, I couldn't attend the meeting last week, and I'm certainly comfortable with the recommendation for the splash pad at Culture Park as your Public Works Director, but the only other comment I'd like to at least recommend or discuss is that we look at relocation of possibly the skate park building, or we need to move some things around, and I just wanted to at least have a discussion with the council that was something we could take a look at.
I know we discussed that.
Yeah,
But
we discussed it,
it's
yeah.
not, you know, it's, I think what Rick is saying, that we want to make sure that the council understands and maybe record it in the minutes that if we're selecting that location, we may also have to reconfigure some building layouts, so.
It's good to keep it all in one spot, wherever we can figure out, whatever you guys figure.
But I would like to edit it to say recommend future splash pad location at Bill Culture Park, Bill Culture Recreational Plaza, with the understanding that we will need to do some building reconfiguration.
Just one other thing too, you can tell everybody that we did go to other locations.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we
Yeah.
just didn't settle on one, but we felt this was the best one of the.
We visited 3 locations to see which would be the best, and we decided as a committee, and I hope the council that the recreational plaza would be the best area, so we keep all of our activities in a centralized area. And we looked at costs too, you know, what would it take to connect utilities and all that to there, so that seems to be the best area.
And part of the reason that we did pick that night to make a recommendation was to give the Lions Club more footing as far as, so they can develop a plan
Right.
and all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Sorry.
think we've had a couple of discussions on that location as far as the building and the condition of that building and things like that, so.
Yeah. They'll give the Lions Club an opportunity to start their fundraising with a location. We can, that committee can then come up with a rough design as to what it could look like and go from there. So I just wanted to edit that just so that people understand that if we do choose that, we do take that as a choice. We know that we will also be doing some building reconfiguration too.
I'll second his motion.
Okay, but really the building configuration we're talking about is that ice skating shack.
Yeah.
That's the only one, these other buildings.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe recommend future splash pad location.
At Bill Culture Recreation Plaza, with possible relocation of,
Warming house.
okay,
Yeah, warning.
And it could affect the other buildings. We might be able to reconfigure that. If we reconfigure the skate park area, we could maybe put an overhang and get rid of just the shade structure. So I think there's some things we need to look at, just to make sure it works.
Right.
But we'll work with everyone else, and then the baseball association and everything like that too.
you're talking about that, like that, kind of like that pavilion thing or whatever?
Yeah, it's a wood shade structure right
Yeah.
there between the concession stand and the skate park.
I'll put that in there then, how's that?
And I'm sure whatever we do will come back to the
Oh, yeah.
committee and the council for future consideration.
Oh,
So I got with possible relocation of ice skating warming house and pavilion.
Yeah.
That'll work?
Thank you.
Did a motion second?
Um,
I think I did the
Bob
motion.
made
then Gabe went, Bob did a, who seconded that?
Brad.
Brandon? Okay.
Mr. Brad then.
He's my standby, when in doubt, just put Brad in
Put
there.
Brad in.
Brad wrote. We got Rick Haverly over there.
Coon?
Yes.
Wenzel?
Yes.
Schmansky?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Wyack?
Yes.
Krupsack?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Next is old business. Anybody have anything under old business?
I do. I think we discussed in there. We found out that we were a day late, an hour short on almost literally on the mayor's salary. We went to, in December, we put a motion in a second through and put it up that whoever won the election would get a $200 per month raise. Well, it ain't happening until 2018, because we had to do it, when, Jim? Like 3 days before that we did it, or? Well, before the nomination papers were supposed to be put in or something.
Before the first day that nomination papers were available to be taken out.
So that had been December 1st, so we had to do it in November's meeting. We did it the last time we tried to do a raise. We did it in the same thing, except it was like in January or February, and we should have done it in December. So we thought, well, let's do it in December. Well, we should have backed it up to November. So basically, the salary is going to stay the same for the mayor's office for 2 more years, well, a year and a half or whatever, so.
And that's Jim's fault.
We had it set up and Jim set it
I
over.
think the motion is Jim's gonna make that up as a donation.
Don't nobody second that. Because we have
Specifically, what happened is
the statute.
Wisconsin statute 62.09 parent 6, which deals with compensation of the mayor and alderperson. The old statute, and I can't tell you when it was changed, that statute was changed. The old statute said that when the Common Council is going to make a change, the change shall be done not later than the first regular meeting of February. And so if there was any idea in any alderperson's head based on past practices, February was the deadline date. The change in the statute, as I said, I don't know when it was changed, now establishes that if there's going to be a change in a mayor, in a officer or alderperson position, it needs to be done before the first day of when a person, an individual could take out nomination papers.
So we're set though for 2 years.
2 years from now.
You've already passed.
Yep, it's already passed.
Right.
Okay, anything else under old business? New business. First thing that I have is library board appointment. There's actually 2 of them. Elena Black, her term expired in April. So request that she be reappointed to the board.
Do them separate, Mr.
Yeah, I'll do them separate.
So move.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve Elena Black back into the library board. Just all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
How do you spell her name now?
ElaYne.
A-N-Y-A.
Obviously, the last name is common spelling, but
Yep.
Elena.
Yeah, the first time is A-L-A-Y-N-A.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah, okay, Black, all right.
Okay. And then the other one, there was another person stepped down last month, and I would recommend that Stephanie Woods be appointed to the library board.
So move.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve Stephanie Woods for the library board. She will fill out the term, I think it expires in 2018. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody have anything else under new business? Going into monthly reports then. What's that? First is the police department's monthly report.
So move. Second.
Motion and second to approve police department's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is the public works monthly report.
Second.
There's a motion and second for the public works report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is the ambulance department's monthly report.
So move.
Second.
Motion and second for the ambulance report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is fire department's monthly report.
Second.
Motion and second for the fire department. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There's no building inspector. Community center's monthly report.
So move.
Second.
Motion and second for the community center's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is airport. Brad, you got anything else?
No, we discussed some of this stuff earlier, it's just we're moving right along on different things. We gotta relocate some, what do they call that, the air,
Nav aids.
nav aids, because we're gonna get a new apron.
Parallel taxiway.
So good thing you're here today, yeah. So.
None of these things match what actually
You find- yeah,
happens, so
right.
maybe you should come more often.
Yeah, really. I gotta put them on everything.
You can hear from me.
Thank you.
Fair promo.
So we're gonna do that. We had a brisk discussion on that nav aid. It was people, we were just gonna get rid of it, and now they wanna keep it, and so we're gonna talk about that some more. Also gonna redo runways in 2018. We're gonna do some work next year. Nav aids is this year. Lots of discussion about bringing Roman beer in online with us. Hopefully we can get them. We'd love to get any of the other municipalities that are watching this. They'd like to join us because it's for the whole community, not just for of us. Anybody got any questions? Other than that, it's rolling right along. Thank you, sir.
Next is the bills. Here we have 3 bill sheets. Camera, 20. Mayor's salary, 600. Council, 520. Ways and Means, 250. Public Works, 250. Public Safety, 250. Property Rec, 500. Motion is second to approve the bills. Roll call. Krupsack?
Yes.
Szymanski?
Yes.
Wenzel?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Kuhn?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Whack?
Yes.
Anybody have anything else?
Move to adjourn.
Second? All in favor? Aye. We're adjourned.